Hi, boys and girls. So today I'm going to read a chapter out of our Bugs in Their Ecosystems. And if you want to have yours out as well to track with me, that would be great. So we are going to read we're going to read, actually it's chapter 3, but it's called Adaptations. And it is found on page 22. So we're talking about adaptations of your bugs. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading. And again, if you want to follow along with me in your own book or just follow along with me. Bugs' weird bodies. From bugs that eat without mouths to flies that pretend to be ants, bugs have developed many special characteristics to help them find food, escape predators, and stay alive in their habitats. These physical characteristics are special colors, shapes, and even body parts that help a bug survive in its ecosystem. So here is a picture of a ladybug, and the caption says, "Ladybugs and other beetles have two sets of wings. The hard outer wings act as a protective shell to keep their delicate inner wings safe. The inner wings are the only ones used for flying." So for ladybugs, they have wings. That would be something that they would adapt their body for. Here's another caption up here. So a katydid resembles a leaf to hide from its predators, which I think probably talking about camouflage here. Colors and shapes. Many bugs have a type of adaptation called camouflage, specialized colors and shapes that help them blend into their surroundings. For example, the orchid mantis lives and hunts in areas with lots of colorful flowers. Its wide pink legs look just like flower petals. This way, the orchid mantis can blend into the nearby flowers and even attract nectar-eating bugs to it. When an unsuspecting fly, bee, or another bug comes by, the orchid mantis attacks. Oh, excuse me, orchid mantis strikes. See if it's as attacks. Or there he is, the orchid mantis. So you can see that really bright pink. Very interesting. I'm not sure which part is the flowers and which part are the wings, the body part. Specialized colors and shapes aren't just for catching food. They can also be used to trick predators with an adaptation called mimicry. Mimicry is when one animal evolves to look like another. For example, one species of fruit flies has patterns on its wings that look like ants. The fly can flap its wings to make the ants move. A predator looking for a snack won't know which bug is real and which is fake. While the predator is confused, the fruit fly can get away. Oof, there is a hawk moth caterpillar. It doesn't look very friendly, like a cute little green caterpillar that I'm used to seeing. The hawk moth caterpillar has an even better disguise. When frightened, the caterpillar can puff up and make itself look like a viper. By looking like a venomous snake, the caterpillar can scare off predators. Yeah, I was going to say it kind of looks like a snake there. Interesting. Body structure. Did you know that bugs don't have bones? Other animals like mammals and reptiles count on their bones to give their bodies shape and structure. Instead of bones, all adult bugs have an exoskeleton. Exoskeleton gives bugs bodies shape and structure. They also act like suits of armor, protecting bugs from the world around them. Many bugs also have special shapes and structures on their exoskeletons. For example, the water scorpion lives its whole life underwater. It has a long tail coming from its back. This tail is actually a tube called a siphon. The water scorpion can stick the siphon out of the water and breathe through like a snorkel. That's amazing. So here is what do we have? There's the siphon right there. They really labeled that out. Must be sitting on a leaf. So here is a T-chart talking about an exoskeleton and an endoskeleton. So exoskeleton. Skeleton is external, which means on the outside. Made up of calcium compounds or chitin. Does not grow with the body and must shed, kind of like snakes, found in arthropods. Here is the human. Skeleton is internal. Everything's inside, and we have skin that goes around us. Made up of calcium, phosphate, and collagen. Grows with the body. Found in vertebrates. So interesting difference there. Outside, inside of their skeletons, their bones that keep them safe. Each female honeybee has a stinger that she uses as a weapon. She uses it to protect her hive. Animals like bears and badgers attack beehives to try to eat the honey and baby bees, the larvae inside. Against large animals like bears, barbs on the stinger trap the stinger under the bear's skin. This rips the stinger off of the bee and kills her. The stinger is filled with venom that pumps into the bear long after the bee is dead. This also sends a message into the air that tells other bees to attack the same spot. Oh, there's a great picture. That's called a close-up there. They're drawing a little stinger that's in the bee. Why would a honeybee stinger work like this? A honeybee's entire job is to make sure more bees survive. A honeybee is so small, its sting by itself would never be enough to hurt a bear. The venom makes the sting much more painful. A bear could eat every larva in the hive in one attack, so it makes sense to the survival of the hive for a few bees to die to protect the rest. Wow, that's amazing. Again, there's a picture of the honeybees. Mouths. Ooh, this is interesting. Wasp, spider, and prey. There's your spider. There's its prey. I'm not sure what it's eating. Mandibles. We'll learn about that. And a proboscis. We talked about this with my butterfly group. No matter where they live, bugs need to eat to survive. Many bugs have special mouth parts to eat their food. Spiders eat other bugs but can't chew their food like humans do. Instead, they use sharp fangs to inject venom into their prey. Then they slurp up the juices like a slushy. Many bugs have powerful jaws called mandibles. Caterpillars use mandibles to tear up leaves to eat. The strong mandibles of monarch caterpillars help them eat 100 times their weight in a week. That's like a 5-year-old kid eating 5,000 pounds of wood. Excuse me, of food, not of wood. Sorry. A 5-year-old kid eating 5,000 pounds of wood. That's about 2,500 pizzas. That's a lot of food. In 1 week. When caterpillars turn into moths and butterflies, they lose their mandibles and they get a long tube called a proboscis instead. They use a proboscis to suck up the nectar from the flowers. There it is. It's all wrapped around in there. I think some kids thought this was a pretty wow factor here. These ants are building some kind of bridge. Ants' hard exoskeleton helped them lift up to 5,000 times their own body weight. I believe that is one of our wow factors that we have. From their mouths and wings to the shape and colors of their bodies, bugs around the world have adapted in many ways to survive in their environments. Bugs can be found on every continent and have developed physical adaptations to hide, hunt, and stay alive in all sorts of habitats. No matter where they live, bugs have the unique, weird tools they need to survive. It's a great picture of all the different kinds of bugs there. All right, so be prepared for our next activity.